Hey there! Welcome to Paleo Disco, where the hits just don't stop, especially when the headliner is a 30-foot longhorn dinosaur with a taste for destruction. So, grab your water, your camera, and maybe some Kevlar, and let's get ready to rock. Hey there, it's me, your friendly host, ready to dive into some fun together. When the Triceratops takes over as DJ, things get messy fast. Instead of dropping beats, he drops records literally. His horns slice spinal like pizza. The dance floor turns into a scratching nightmare, and the crowd can't decide whether to dance or duck for cover. Welcome to the loudest, sharpest DJ set in disco history. The year is 2016, and you are in the middle of the hottest club in North America, right in the middle of the Cretaceous. Forget about stomash and acid washed. This club is all about boneyard beats. The bass is thumping so hard it feels like the Earth itself is trying to shake off the asteroid that is heading straight for it. But before we get there, it's time to start the night. You make your way through the packed dance floor. Weaving between the club's patrons, a motley crew of dinosaurs, mammals, and even a few pesky pterosaurs. There's no shortage of bizarre characters here in the boneyard. You pass by a group of ankylosaurus playing what looks to be a drinking game with a pack of rabid Utah raptors.
A pair of stegosaurus argue in the corner, but it's too muffled to tell if they're fighting or just in love.
And near the bar, a T-Rex lounges with a brachiosaurus, looking like the most terrifying couple at the most dangerous disco in the world. Then you see him, standing in front of a wall of amplifiers and turntables that look like something out of Jurassic Park. It's the star of the show, the mighty Triceratops. With a body over 30 feet long and 3 enormous horns on its head, this dino is not messing around. He scans the crowd with his piercing gaze and lets out a deafening roar. The crowd goes wild. With his back towards the audience, he raises one of his massive horns like a conductor's baton and slams it down onto the first turntable. And then the party really begins. The beat drops, and the crowd goes wild. The Triceratops is living up to his reputation as the most ferocious DJ in the Cretaceous. He scratches the next record onto the dance floor. But this isn't just any dance floor. No, sir. This dance floor is made of solid stone. And when the record hits it, it doesn't exactly blend seamlessly. Instead, it bounces off the stone and skids across the room, narrowly missing a group of dancing Tyrannosaurus. One of them lets out a squeak as it hops out of the way. And that's when you notice the other 2 turntables. They're identical to the first, except for the fact that they're mounted on giant grinding stone. And as the night goes on, the DJ starts using them. Oh? Yes, he drops the needle on the second turntable and then leans forward to drop the mixer, letting gravity do the rest. The 2 stones grind together, creating a sound that's somewhere between a rock concert and a food processor. The crowd cheers and the Triceratops roars. He's loving this. He spins around on the platform, nearly losing his balance as he does, and raises both of his stone-mounted turntables in the air. The crowd goes nuts. This is what they came for! The deafening screech of stone on stone. But as the grinding continues, you notice something strange. The Triceratops seems to be enjoying himself a little too much. His eyes are wide with excitement, and his feet are moving faster than anyone else's. In the club, he's completely lost in the music and in his own world. Then it happens. As the grinding reaches a fever pitch, the Triceratops takes a step back and loses his footing, sliding across the dance floor and knocking over one of the grinding stones. The crowd gasps as the stone crashes to the ground, splitting into a million pieces. Triceratops shakes himself off and quickly tries to regain control of the set. But it's too late. The damage is done and the party is over. The music stops, and the lights come up, slowly. The crowd begins to disperse, chattering about the disaster they just witnessed. Outside, the cool night air feels good on your skin. You take a deep breath and try to calm your racing heart. What just happened? That was the craziest night you've ever had at the disco, and you'll never forget it. Well, maybe you will, if you get a gig like this. You hear a familiar screech and turn around to see the angry ankylosaurus from earlier, complete with a nasty gash across his face. He charges at you, his beady eyes fixed on your water bottle. You run for your life, dodging tables and chairs as you go. but the Ankylosaurus is fast and soon closes in on you. You trip and fall, sending your water bottle flying through the air. The Ankylosaurus lunges, but instead of crushing your skull, he grabs the bottle and begins chugging it down. He finishes the whole thing in one gulp and then looks at you expectantly. Uh-oh, you think. Realizing that you owe this guy a new water bottle after what he just went through, you dig around in your pocket and find a crumpled $5 bill.
You hand it over to the Ankylosaurus, who nods his head in thanks and waddles away.
Safe at last, you survey the damage to your clothes. A few scuffs and scratches. Nothing a good wash can't fix. And then you notice something strange. Your shirt has a tiny hole in it, just big enough for a small lizard to crawl through. You look around and spot a passing Utah raptor. Its eyes are wide and innocent. It looks like it could use a good bath. You smile and chase after it, eager to get another night of fun started. Hey, remember me? I'm your host. And did you have a good time? Well, if you did, you can have twice as much fun by clicking that subscribe button, because there's twice as much fun to be had. And if you want more dinosaur fun, you can check out the series in the description below. See you next time!